I'll say it's one of my top 3 favorites. The Cuban sandwich. Top 3 best sandwiches.
You have mustard on that too, right?
You can. Oh, man, a nice spicy brown mustard on a Cuban sandwich.
Sometimes my body aches for mustard. Like I yearn for it.
It's great. It's so good. If you don't know what it is roast pork, ham, Swiss cheese, pickles, and mustard, often on like a bread.
A Cuban bread.
Yeah, a Cuban bread.
It's so good.
Yes, it is absolutely fantastic. Now, it is something that was actually developed here in Florida, I believe. Now, they say that early versions of the Cuban sandwich likely emerged in Cuba, influenced by the island's Spanish and Caribbean cuisine. But then Cuban immigrants brought the culinary traditions to Tampa, and it evolved there like in Ybor City. It's kind of where it came out and became popularized for Americans. And now they say that there are kind of like different variations. If you go to Tampa, sometimes you'll get salami with it because there's a lot of Italians in Tampa. So they do it a little bit differently. So if you want to get yourself a really amazing Cuban sandwich today in South Florida, where are you going to get it? Who has the best?
I feel like a food truck would have some good stuff.
Like an authentic one.
Yes.
Yes.
What would you have your side be on that? If you got a sandwich, grilled cheese you get with fries typically. What do you get with a Cuban sandwich for the side? Is it French fries or is it
plantains?
Plantains.
Oh, I love plantains.
Ooh, yes.
Okay.
When they're caramelized and sweet.
Feeling that?
You could even throw plantains in the sandwich.
Oh, you could.
I don't know if that's a sin or not, but
okay,
that's how I would get down.
Okay, you could. Now, according to the Sun Sentinel, here are the 5 best Cuban sandwiches in South Florida. They say Havana Restaurant in West Palm Beach, Little Havana Restaurant that has multiple locations, Padrino's, which you can find all over South Florida, Sandwich de Miami, and Versailles.
Okay.
I say those are the best. So I'm just kind of curious, if you do want a good Cuban, where are you going today? Because I got to tell you, Virginia, it might be a cheat day today for Keto Kev.
Well, now you're talking about it. You're getting yourself all worked up.
Oh, I am.
If you really were to cheat today, how far would you go?
I'd have a Cuban sandwich.
Where's the line?
6-inch or a foot long?
Go slow.
Do they really do a foot long for a Cuban?
I mean, you can go big or you can go small. I see you going small.
I would, yeah.
That's not going nuts.
That's nuts to him. Just because it has bread and he's taken more than 2 bites, to him, that is nuts.
Yeah.
To me,
a little crazy.
you gotta get 3 of those. That's how. If I make grilled cheese, 3 make me feel safe.
Okay, but do you actually eat those? Are you going to have 3 at one time, or are you just making food that you're not going to eat?
Oh, I'm going to eat it. It's just a matter of when.
He likes to look at it for a minute.
Make it feel nervous?
Well, I like to get full and know I have some left over.
Okay.
That's an exciting feeling for me.
Okay, that's your strategy?
Yeah.
What do you order when you go to a Cuban restaurant, Virginia?
I love... Is that where you get the ropa vieja?
Ropa vieja, yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, that is a solid
go-to. That is
go-to.
delish.
Yep.
I mean, nobody does beans and rice better. I think Cuban beans and rice are delicious.
Beans and rice, and then sometimes I like to take up the plantains and then put them in my beans and rice and mix it together.
Everything mixes with those plantains.
They do.
They're so good.
Gosh, it might be Beans and Rice Friday.
You think so? Gonna jump on it?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, we're asking the question right now for our KBJ TV audience, who has the best Cuban sandwich? If you want to celebrate today, you can jump onto YouTube and let us know. We put up a poll of 4 of the 5 options that would squeeze that the Sun Sentinel have for theirs. And right now on our poll, running away with it is Havana Restaurant for the best Cuban. About 70% of the vote.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that the place off of... Do we know this place?
Yeah,
Yep.
I've been there. It's good.
Yeah, it's right there. It's on Dixie and I believe Belvedere.
That's where you saw a reality star from MTV.
Yes.
MJ.
Yep.
I remember. Wow. How do I recall that?
Yeah, solid.
And we use the term star loosely.
You're right.
You got Versailles. at number 2. But according to Toff, Sandwich is way better than Versailles.
I've been to Versailles. I haven't been to Sandwich.
Okay, yeah. Some people were trashing actually Versailles, saying it's way overrated.
I think Versailles is like a place you go.
It is. I mean, it's
a scene. It's a thing. It's a place.
Yep. One person said the only 2 options for a good Cuban in Palm Beach County, Havana or Bucan.
Oh, Bucan. They actually have done a whole thing with sandwiches. They have elevated the sandwich.
Okay.
Yeah, they have a whole sandwich line.
Somebody said the country store off Central and Jupiter makes a decent Cuban. Okay, place you might not think. Tostones, Angie says, is the place to go to get your Cuban sandwich. And if you're just looking for some good Cuban food, El Bojillo, somebody said, has got the best, or go to El Cibni in Key West. Really good stuff.
Man, I'm going to be gone for a while.
I know, yeah.
I'll bring stuff back for everybody.
Okay, guys, I'll see you in about 12 hours.
I'll get you guys some shirts while I'm down there, too. I think just getting sandwiches might be a waste.
Just go and actually stay for a night. Mm-hmm. If you go all the way down there, at least enjoy the Keys.
Yeah. And thank you. Havana is actually Forest Hill in Dixie.
Forest Hill.
Yep.
Got it. Okay.
There you go.